conversation.
I like it.
I'm your boy D-Nice, and I have my sidekick here, the better half.
Sharon Mackey. I'm right here in the house. I am the founder and CEO of Circle of Women, Inc. And in this organization, we equip and empower women to become the best version of themselves. So you want to like and subscribe here at KTYM. Hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when we have shows that come on that you don't want to miss. What do you say?
I say you said it right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hit that like button.
Oh, please do.
Subscribe.
We're spending time with you guys today. Thank you for taking time out to let our house be a part of your house.
Yes.
So over the weekend, what did you do?
Oh my goodness. So the Circle of Women put together a yard sale as a fundraiser.
Okay.
And when I tell you people were coming out of the woodwork,
right.
Oh, we sold so much stuff. And all the money that we make goes to the women that are in need, in the form of emergency funds or trying to help women that are in trouble, drug addiction, domestic violence, scholarships for young girls going off to college. We do quite a bit in the community. So the yard sale was a success. Thanks to the board of directors, Tressie, shout out to Tressie,
can you hear me?
Who allowed us to use her home.
Wow,
and Siobhan, who brought food when I was hungry. Jackie, who counted all the money. She's our treasurer. So it went really, really well. I would say it was a success. So if you're in the mood to donate, you should go to circleofwomeninc.org and hit the donate button and give. You can become a monthly member. You can pay $5 a month, $10 a month. Every little bit counts. So you could be a $100 a month donor or a $500 a month donor, but we don't turn away the small donors.
Can you hear me?
I am so excited about this show because we are here today and we're going to be interviewing some really cool people in the music industry. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, but we've got some great individuals who are going to be on today, and I'm excited about it because this particular group that we're going to be talking to today has been around for over 60 years. You may know them, and if you don't, you should, because they are a phenomenal group. And we're also going to be interviewing another producer and songwriter, arranger, later on at the end of the show. And I'm not going to tell you who that is yet either, but he is amazing. He's a 4-time Grammy Award winner, and he plays amazing music. And so I'm really excited about this show today. I'm excited about being here. D-Nice is in the house. He's putting things together in the background. He's the brains of this operation.
Sharon's really the brains and the looks. Don't get it twisted. I'm just the backbreaker.
He's the man, okay? He is the one that puts this all together and makes it happen here at KTYM on set with me doing this show, the Gospel Jazz Connection, music and conversation.
Yes, indeed. I love that.
Yes, indeed.
It's a good sound. Thank you, Sharon, for because I had to make a couple of runs, and so thank you for sitting in and showing up and showing out.
That's what we do.
So you know what? I had the chance to go and watch Wakanda.
Wakanda? Is that what you did this weekend?
Yes, I did, and it was a whole day thing because it was a private screening. So they gave Wakanda 1, and then they gave a 30-minute break, and then they came back and did Wakanda 2.
Oh.
And so it was really great.
How
At the
long did
AMC
that
Century,
take?
That was an all-day thing.
Yeah, I would think
that was an all-day thing.
Well, I'm kind of mad about that. I didn't hear nothing about it. You didn't invite me.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Your guests are here, the Williams brothers.
Oh, the Williams brothers. Yes. I didn't say who it was.
Okay, let me make sure I get this volume up. We want to hear this.
This is so exciting.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me get this. Hold on one second. Okay. Is better? Hear me better?
We hear you good. I can hear you good.
And we can hear you good. Yes, indeed. You guys, man, winding down, huh?
Oh, yeah, all right.
But never out of it.
Can they hear you, Douglas? Yeah, you can hear me okay? Okay, yeah, then tell you say nothing.
So who's on the phone? Who's on the phone with us? Melvin?
You know it's a tight group. You know it's a tight group when they got that going. Hey, you there? What happened to you? You run out to get coffee? So guys, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you guys stay on the road so much. You were in the studio for years. You've given us great music. It has just blessed our souls, man. I'm telling you.
Over 60 years, right?
Man, and
that's it.
Over 60 years of music.
And counting.
And counting.
Yeah.
So your father, Leon Pop Williams, he originally started the group. Is that how it works?
Yes, that's how it all got started. My father. Come on, Melvin.
Come on, Melvin.
We had this going before y'all. Go ahead. Yes, my father heard us. Well, actually, let me.
Hello?
I don't know what happened. It disappeared.
It's called technology.
It disappeared.
What
Hold on right quick.
I got you. So, yeah, it's just, man, magnanimous what they've been involved with, some of the music.
God.
I was listening to some music yesterday, and there was so much to choose from. I mean, they got so many albums out there. It was interesting.
I like the music too, D Nice, because it's like real life stuff, real life situations, things that are happening, and things that can encourage you. The words are encouraging words that can help us get through the day or get through a situation, whatever we may be going through.
Yep.
That's one of the things I like about the Williams brothers and their music.
Well, they say music soothes the savage beast.
It does.
And many a time you could be in any position, have any kind of attitude or whatever, but their music always has something.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
They're back.
We back on.
Okay.
The Williams brothers are back in the house.
Yes.
Are we pre-taping or are we live? We're pre-taping.
No, we're live.
We're live.
Oh, you thought you could just run to the store and get some coffee and come back and we didn't know it, huh?
See there? Right to Starbucks.
Yes, indeed.
So we were talking about your father, Leon Pop. Y'all call him Pop? Is it okay to call him Pop Williams?
Yeah, that's what we call it. We call him Pop Williams. Everybody knew him lovingly as Pop Williams, but he organized the group in 1960. My father was a singer before we even started. Of course, before I was even born, he sung with a group called the Big Four Gospel Singers, and then he organized another group of my older brothers, Huey, Frank, and some of my cousins, called the Southern Gospel Singers. So we came from a lineage of singers, of course, and then the younger crew, which was Melvin, myself, Leonard, and my sister Marilyn. One day, my dad heard us out in the front yard, just little kids out in the front yard singing, and we had made up this little song called "How Did He Never Died." I have no idea what that means.
That's real talent. That's raw talent.
Yeah, but we out there. We made up the little song "How Did He Never Die." My dad walked out on the front porch and heard us, and when he heard us, we had a little harmony thing going on, so he saw something in us right there, so he called us in the house, had us to sing it again, and that's how the Williams Brothers actually got started. We started out as the Little Williams Brothers, and then, of course, we went on from that. He gave us, as we got a little popular, we got a little popularity going, he started calling us the Sensational Williams Brothers, and then, of course, after that, we took the sensation off and, since it became the Williams Brothers.
Yes, and you guys have done an amazing job singing those songs of encouragement, like Still Here. Like, I have a question because I love that song, I'm Just a Nobody. And I watched the video, right? And I was looking at that and I'm like, did that really happen? Was that guy really walking down? There was an older gentleman. Well, who was that? And did that actually happen? Was that a true story?
Yeah, that was a concept video that we did. We were on Malco. We did the song. Yeah, but he was actually walking down the parts, doing the parts, and a lot of the kids you see in the movie, they were, I mean, in the concept video, they're actually grown now. Some of them with kids, but they were really young kids. Frank's daughter, Frank, was in the video, and so this family, and but yes, that was we called him Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, that song right there, because I can relate to that. It resonates with me because I know I'm just a nobody trying to tell somebody, tell anybody. I love that song. I love that song.
That actually was his name was Rick Simone. He was working for Malco Records at the time. He played the part of the old man in the video.
Okay.
His name was Rick Simone. He's gone on to be with the Lord now, but great guy.
Yeah, I like that because, you know, God will use those individuals that think that they're nobody and they can be angels unaware, you know. So I like that.
And just for a little history, as far as we know, I think that I'm Just a Nobody was the first concept video in gospel music. If I'm not mistaken. It was the first concept video. Not when I say concept, you know, it means putting all the different parts, going to different places, filming and whatever, versus a live video taken in a church or auditorium. So, and as far as I can remember, we were the first.
Wow. So if Pop was still alive and he was still here today, what do you think he would say about the music, you know, the gospel music that's out there today?
Oh my God! I'm ready for this answer.
Okay.
Well, you know, Pop he was old school. He loved traditional gospel music, and that was his heart. His soul was all about quartet and traditional gospel music. And I don't know. I just think he would be. I don't want to say thrown off a little bit by some of the music that's out there today, but I think he would still linger and lean toward traditional gospel music, and that's because his motto was he wanted something that he could feel. You know, he wanted to hear music that he could feel, something that would touch your soul, touch your heart, and you know, unfortunately, a lot of the music that we're hearing now in gospel is not that heart-touching music like it used to be, and that's where my dad was. He loved traditional, heart-touching, something that would really reach down in your gut to make you feel it, and that's what he loved.
Yeah, I would just say he was traditional, and all of the in between, it wasn't gonna work, and he would probably like some of the praise and worship music, certain songs or certain ones, but the in between, the hip hop, you know, that wouldn't fly.
Well, he certainly accomplished that heartfelt music in my life, because I definitely turn on the Williams Brothers when I'm feeling down and out and want to hear some you know, men kind of gelling with those voices. It sounds so good and it's so healing to the soul. So he definitely accomplished that.
Thank you so much.
And I don't have to ask you what inspired you, because it's very clear it was Pop.
No doubt about it.
Right?
Yeah, Pop, and I figured, you know, the brothers, you know, and I kind of credit Pop, give him credit for us writing songs that touched the heart, that had more authentic, more, I'm trying to think of the word for it, Doug, songs with some depth to it, or some, you know, I credit him for that, because we had this little, what we call the music house, the little house outside of the house, where we would go and rehearse and set up the drums and all that, and he would, sometimes we would rehearse at night, and he would stand outside and just walk up there and listen. We wouldn't even know he was out there, and then after we finished the song, he would come inside to the door and say, that song right there didn't have no feeling to it. Y'all could go get something else. We would get mad with him because we've been rehearsed on the song a couple hours. He'd come in and say, "Well, that ain't got no feeling to it. So y'all need to try something together, do something else." Right? I can't feel that one. I can't feel that.
Wow.
Well, I keep hearing about this final tour, which is Sunday, November 27th at the Carson Civic Center at 5 p.m. And I keep hearing about this final tour. Everywhere I go, this final tour. And I'm like, is it really the final tour, guys?
It gotta be.
Are you playing?
What is it? Hold on. You said it gotta be?
It gotta be the final tour. These guys are older now.
What you say?
They're older now, and you've been. They've been doing.
They're like who?
Years.
Right.
Like, what y'all want them to be up there in wheelchairs?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
God ain't finished with y'all yet. You know how that is.
Let's do this. You know, we could just show the faces, you know, from the neck up if we have to, you know.
Well, I think while we're still, you know, able to maneuver as professionals, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's no better thing but to go out, you know, as yourself.
Blazing.
You're not sick and you're not, you know, crippled or anything like that. So that's my thing. I tell the guys all the time that there's nothing else to prove. You know, you made a historical mark in the gospel industry, period, and not just gospel industry, in music period, because we have a lot of the secular artists that were born off the Williams Brothers sound, the Williams Brothers style.
Yep.
So it's just the best time, you know, to just give it one final run. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sure.
And you know, after about a little over something around 13 record companies and 23 albums that made it to the Billboard's tops. I mean, I get you. I think you guys have put in the work. You know.
Oh, definitely. They definitely have. You know, I tell guys all the time, before I was a Williams brother, I was the ultimate Williams brother fan. You know,
right.
So,
Right.
I'm the one that's going to tell them what the people are looking for and what they want and what they're searching for. So when we go on these tour dates now, it's like we leaving it all on the stage. Hour and 90 minutes show with a live band, and we're doing something that they've never done in 60 years, and we're singing over 20 plus songs of nothing but hit songs, you know what I'm saying? So you imagine how we feel when we come off stage.
Oh yeah.
A little tired.
Yeah.
Wore out.
You guys, yeah, I get it.
So were you guys originally the sensational Williams Brothers?
Oh Lord.
Going way back.
Yes, Thunderbolts of the Deep South. Thunderbolts.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Wow.
That was courtesy of Pop Williams right there.
Right.
Sensational. Well, you guys have definitely been a sensation. I mean, I have 7 brothers in my life, and they all love the Williams Brothers. And, you know, they all tried to sing a little bit, too.
Wow.
They never made the big stage, just the shower.
Yeah, but you know, the main thing is we just giving it all back to the fans, and we just we having a ball with it, man, and just looking out in the audience and just seeing everybody singing the song word for word, even when we done forgot the word, word for word, and you know, and then you look out there and you're expecting, you know, 50, 60-year-old people and singing a song, but you're looking at people that's 25 and 30 singing a song. You're like, oh wow.
Right.
You know,
Crossing all generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was raised on the Williams Brothers from their mom and dad and their grandma and grandpa, and so it makes us feel good. And the other thing is just exciting is that the Williams Brothers, when you look at it, it's kind of scary, but when you look at it, I feel like God has left us here for a purpose. Many are called, a few are chosen.
True.
And when you look back, you know, there is, you there is no more Body Cloud and Joy and Dick Bird. There is no more Lee Williams as the spiritual QC. Lee is gone. He got the QC, but all of the older groups, man, they're just about gone, man, and very few of the original members are left.
Right.
And, so actually, pretty much all the members of the Williams brothers are still here, and Henry's not with us anymore because he had an accident, but he's still alive, and he's retired. But hey, man, we just having a ball with this, man, and being thankful, man, when we walk out on that stage and we look around at all the band members and everybody on that stage has been through something, and God has brought them through it. On any given night, any one of them songs is just like one of us just lose one of us because we're over the corner crying somewhere, I can't sing or whatever, So it's like almost like a family reunion doing.
Oh yeah.
Thing,
We're gonna play one of your songs right now, and we're gonna come right back. So stay on the line. We're gonna play one of the Williams Brothers song, and we'll be right back.
I was walking downtown one day, and I saw a man who appeared to be just an old wino, sitting on the street, telling the people about Jesus as they passed by. And because he was all raggedy and dirty, people would just laugh and make fun of the old man and walk on by. And he said, because of the way I am, no money, no fancy clothes, fine homes and cars, a lot of people consider me as nothing and say I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's one thing that he said that really touched my heart and stayed on my mind. When that old man looked up and said, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. He said, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. And he said, I've had so many problems in my life that I just couldn't deal with. So I started drinking, thought it would help ease my pain. But things got worse. So I said, Lord, I give up. I'm in your hands. And that's when my life began to change. But these people think I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. And he said, on the streets day and night, that's my life, that's my home. Ain't got nowhere else I can go. So I just walk the streets telling the people about Jesus, from corner to corner, from door to door. But they all make fun of me and say I'm a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Oh, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Tell you he can save. The Lord can save. Ooh, he can save. Save your soul. I tell you, through Jesus Christ, your life can be changed and made whole. He can bring everlasting joy and peace within your soul. Ooh. And in many ways, I feel just like that old man. Born in the country, raised on a farm, no money, no fancy clothes, no fine homes and cars. But thank God, Mama and Daddy raised me up on the real deal. And that's God Almighty. And sometimes when I sing about Jesus and people won't listen, I feel like I'm just a nobody. Trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Sometimes I feel just like, about somebody who can save anybody. I tell you, I'm just a nobody.
Originally from Jackson, Mississippi, the Williams Brothers was formed by Leon Pop Williams in 1960 with over 60 years of gospel music. Wow, and they're doing their farewell tour on November 27th, which is Sunday, at the Carson Civic Center. Are you going? How do we get tickets?
Yeah. I gotta have my face a bit.
How do we get tickets? I want to go.
Yeah. So, guys, you know, it's. I remember back in the day with Sherry Anderson, New Life Gospel Records, right? When she first opened my eyes to you guys in person, right? And I'm like, okay, these brothers, they got it in sync. They got a lifestyle that's, you know, exemplary of a man of God. But you kept on stepping on my toes with your music, I'm going to tell you. Because I was out there living the fast life, doing the drinking and everything else. And you know how it is, partying it up. And to find older brothers out here in Cali that really were just a definitive separation in living as you sang, that added some depth to my interpretation of what you guys were talking about. And it made me listen to the music. It made me understand what you were saying in the words. But still, I mean, for you guys to sit back and write and navigate this in the studios, you had to really have, you could tell that you guys have lived a lot of this.
Well, definitely. That's what I was trying to, the word I was trying to find earlier was substance, you know.
Yes.
And that substance came from us having to live that. And some of them born and raised, David, I was born and raised in the country, on a farm, you know, cotton fields, cornfields, and all that stuff. So, hey, it's a real thing for us.
Right. No, I know about that country. I had to go out there a couple of summers out to my grandparents. I hated it. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much to do. Everybody wants to wake up before the sun come up, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it seemed like the sun never went down. So you know, I get the hard work and the perseverance that came from that. And God knows the completeness, so I'm glad you guys experienced what you did so that you can pass it on like cats like me. I'm old school, but there are my grandkids that are coming up, and they'll have kids that I know will be looking for some solidity and something that of substance nowadays, because they lost it. The music of today, even from the church, sometimes I got to scratch my head and figure out what were they thinking about or what were they drinking. Something was happening.
But you know, when I found out something about LA over the years, and we be coming to Los Angeles and on the West Coast, a lot of the West Coast people out there are old school, man. They like the old school gospel.
Yep.
They go back, and I'm like, oh my God, it's kind of crazy. You think you're going to LA, you go to Hill City, but man, there's a lot of them out there. They love that old traditional gospel. But you know, that's the home of a lot of the real church folks out there. You know, Reverend James Cleveland and the Hawkins homes and you know, California, and a lot of more of the singers out there, man, that were big entertainers, man, in gospel, and so man, so it's kind of got some roots in traditional gospel out there, you know.
Yeah, you know, this ain't no joke out here, because like I said, even the old school on the secular music, I mean, I'm finding out it's having a resurgence. You're having all these old resurgence of concerts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? These boat tours and whatever, where they're bringing out everybody. Evelyn Champagne, Midnight Star. Some of them old folks you said they should be sitting back in the rocking chair, but they're out there doing their thing. And it's good to see that the gospel influence is still out there. Like you guys and some of the other ones that is just saying, look, let's do a tour. Let's let them know we're still here. Man, you still got the sound. You still got everything that resonates with us. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being so obedient through the years and learning what you needed to learn so that you can input into us that we can place it in the hands of the new generation that's going to have to live on and build their own legacy. But believe me, they're going to have to step on the shoulders of the cats like you to get where they need to go.
And that music never dies.
No.
It never dies.
Well, you're so right. And we just thank God that we have we've had a positive influence on so many people over the course of our career.
Yes.
And, when God bless you with something, and it's not just for you, it's for you to pass on to somebody else as well. And He's blessed us over the years, and He sustained us and kept us so that we can still be a blessing to somebody else. And hopefully and prayerfully that some of the young groups that are coming up behind us will take the torch and carry on and live the lifestyle that's cohesive with the coincides with what they're thinking about, because that's so important that not only you sing about it, but you have to live it as well.
Yes.
People can see what you're doing, and a lot of people can see right through you if you're not real. So it's important that you live that life and be respectful of what it is that you're doing, because this is gospel music, which is God. God. So you want to be respectful of what you're singing about, and know that God is watching every move you make, every word you say, everything you do. God sees and He knows. So you want to be real about what you're doing.
That's true. You're so right, because these youngsters, he'll tell you in a minute if you're off course. They like, okay, you old school, what do I got to listen to you for? But when you're talking about something that resonates, people will stop and listen. Even these young cats, you know what I'm saying? Will give respect where respect is due. If you show respect in the way you carry yourself, that exemplifies you through your music and through your way that you walk, then they're going to believe that. It's believable, then they'll listen. And I like that you guys have just been straight on it. So we want to let the people know what the day of the concert is, the 27th. Help me out here.
Sunday, November 27th at the Carson Civic Center at 5 o'clock p.m.
Okay. And so, you know what? We've got the gospel people just on pins and needles listening and wanting to find out about that, so we let them know. Now, Sharon's got about 50 million, followers, So what we're doing is, because we've got some young people that are going to be tuning in, that we're going to be putting it out there, because this is y'all's week, so we're going to be putting it out there, and we're going to catch up again next Monday. At our other level, when we're talking to the young folks that want to hear and listen to what you guys got to say. You feel me? So that's a respectful thing. So we're going to have the house full next Monday. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk about a little everything, because, you know what I'm saying? That's, because there are some times when you need to just get loose, you know what I'm saying? And I respect Pastor over here. He's just doing a lot of it at KTYM. And I thank you, Pastor, for allowing us to, bring the brothers on to talk about it. He's been in the game for a long time, so as a pastor and as a director and administrator over here of the gospel over KTYM, he's been making sure that your music is played, that people know who you are and respect the game of good gospel music. And I like that, guys. And so next Monday we're going to take it over into the secular world and just light it up for them too, because all right. So she understands that crossover texture and that crossover need, and so basically we're trying to fill that place up on the on the 27th. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go in and talk to those people that need to hear. There you go. Yeah, we want to touch those people that need a super touch, and in the world is crying out for something. You can see even in these elections that we're having. You know what I'm saying? People are saying, I need change. People are saying this is not working. So you guys are bringing in some gospel that they're going to make them listen, because you're talking about things with substance, things that have tenure, things that got legacy, and you can't deny it. When God puts motion in motion, He does what He does, when He does, how He does. And so
when people want to buy tickets, where do they go? Is there online purchases or sales, ticket sales? Who do they contact? How do we
give us a number to call?
I don't have a number to call, but I know what they can call Fred Blackman. I don't have his number right here with me.
We got you.
Fred Blackman is the promoter of the concert.
Okay.
And actually, you might can call our manager. She can refer people to how to get tickets. But that number is 414-699-8357. That's 414-699-8357, and she probably can refer them to Press Blackman and find out where where they can buy tickets.
And what is her name?
Say it again.
What is her name?
Bridget Fleury.
Okay.
She probably don't keep herself for that, but anyway.
No, look here, that's family. So when Melvin was coming on the show, that was my go-to. So yeah, we did it in live. We called the one called Unplugged that I'm going. That's on my YouTube right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Melvin Williams Unplugged. I'm gonna make sure that you get that again, Melvin, so you can share it. It was fun, and people are just loving it. So I'm about to put that back in rotation. But guys, I really appreciate you, man, taking the time out to come and visit our house and to bring us that joy and that love, man, from above, because we're lacking that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And let me throw this out there.
Please.
Doug is releasing a Christmas singer featuring jazz saxophonist Sharon. All right.
Yes.
And I want to say, Sharon, is an unusual child there.
Yeah, an unusual child. It's going to be released actually to everybody on Black Friday, Friday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It'll be in everybody's hands, and we just want you guys to blow it up out there on the web.
No, we going to, because you guys know how Dorian Edwards is. From Consulting Entertainment. That's my girl. So she's going to let us know. It's going to be in my email before we get off this phone. So when it hits us, you know what I'm saying, we're going to shout it from the mountaintop. So guys, thank you very much for being here, man, and giving your time and being, like I said, obedient, man. Keep on with the good music, and we will definitely talk again next Monday. And so we'll get to see your friendly faces. So don't tell me that I'm springing this up on you, because you'll be able to zoom in next Monday, and so we'll be able to look at each other. You feel me?
All right.
See who's behind the microphone.
All right. God bless you, man. Look forward to it.
All right. God bless you guys too. Appreciate you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
There are too many people trying to take care of other folks' business, and they can't even take care of their own. But what you need to do is take 6 months to mind your own business, and 6 months to leave other folks' business alone. All I'm trying to say is, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Sweep around your front door before you try to sweep around mine. Now this is what you do. You smile in your neighbor's face and you talk about them behind their backs. Y'all know you do that. But if you found out they were doing the same thing to you, you know you wouldn't like that. Well, tell me this. Who are we to judge what other people do? Take a look at yourself, you'll find some folks too. Sweep around your own door before you try to sweep around mine. Well, you need to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Here's another thing, Look in the mirror and check yourself. And here's the reason why. 'Cause we all have sinned and come short of God's glory today. So we don't have time to spread hearsay. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Listen, put love in your heart. Where there is hate, you need to clean it up. I wouldn't let it be said I waited too late. Clean it up. Stop going around talking about your friends. Just clean it up. Hey, don't you know that that's a sin? Clean it up. How can you criticize someone else? Just clean it up. When you are doing wrong yourself. Be careful how you throw a stone, 'cause it might break up somebody's home. Sweep around your front door before you try to sweep around. Ditch diggers, backstabbers, you need to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around. Before you criticize someone else. Sweep around your protect yourself. Oh yeah. Sweep around mine. You need to sweep around your mouth to mind your own business. Sweep around and take 6 months to leave other folks alone. Yeah. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Yeah.
Wow, that was really good. So we're getting to have another artist call us in right now. So Sharon, what'd you think?
I think they're amazing. I love their songs. I like the way that they sing and coordinate the words. I really enjoyed that interview with the Williams brothers. I feel honored to even be here, a part of this, because this is like history, right? 60 years, over 60 years really, in the business. These guys are, man, and I hate to see them sit down, but I heard them say they were tired. It's time to put it down while they're on an upswing, right, on the up note. But it's, we can still, I guess, play all the, the replays. But I tell you, their music is just, the words are just so important. That one he was just playing, sweep around. So while you sweep, while you over here looking in my backyard, you need to look in your own. It's basically what they're saying.
Right.
And I like that. I mean, it really means something, and I'd like to see the concert. I'm going to try to get tickets to go and see them.
Yeah.
November 27th?
Yeah,
5 o'clock
27th.
in
Yeah.
Harrison.
We're going to stay on top of that, believe that. So, it was just good to find people that basically just talk the talk and walk the walk and make it happen. I mean, I love it. That's where I'm coming from. Just give me what
Real
you say and say
too.
what you give.
Real good
Yep.
music.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, we got ready to come in. Let me see here. Okay.
What we going to do now?
We're getting ready to bring in Oscar here. You know what I'm saying?
Oscar.
Yes,
Oscar
indeed.
Hernandez. 4-time
indeed.
Grammy winner. Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about.
Oscar.
Hey, what's up, Dal?
You man, you're on the line, talking to the people. Oscar, this guy here, man, since I met Oscar, he has just been an inspiration to me. This guy here, once you're around him, you don't need coffee, you don't need any stimulus. This guy, he's got the energy. I'm gonna tell you how bad he is. He's got a West Coast band and set up, doing things real hard, and he's got an East Coast setup. and he bounces between the two of them, and then he's got family and friends and everything else that he accommodates and does all his things.
Yeah.
And Oscar, I haven't figured out how you can sleep, man.
Well, I mean, I do the best I can, but basically it comes down to doing what I love, you know, and doing what God put me on this earth to do, which is music.
Right.
So I'm a blessed man. I've had an amazing career. I'm from New York City, born and raised, so I'm living in LA. So I have a band that's 3-time Grammy Award-winning Spanish Harlem Orchestra from New York, and we travel all over the world. The band travels from there, I travel from here, although we get together a lot in New York. And I have my West Coast band, which is a smaller band. It's a quintet, and we recorded 3 records. Last one was just released about 4 months ago, and it got 4 stars in Downbeat magazine. So I'm really, proud of what we've accomplished and what I'm trying to do with my music, and the acceptance that I've gotten, across the board, and just the opportunity to keep doing what I'm doing, which is something I love. So. What can I tell you, man? But it's always good, to share some time with you, Daryl, and everybody, that you're associated with all the stuff that you're doing. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support.
No, we appreciate you always showing up and showing out, man, because you're going to be down here on November. We just had it, November the 8th. We just had that. Well, there you go, Catalina Jazz Club, which is on 6725 Sunset Boulevard. Everybody knows Catalina, great old man. That's what's popping, and you're going to be there on the 16th, Wednesday at 8 p.m. And it's going to be an Alma Libre. There you go. You going to have me get that accent? Yeah.
Free soul. It means free soul, or liberated soul, I should say.
Right.
So yeah, we'll be there. With some great musicians. Catalina's is world famous as one of the quintessential jazz clubs here in LA, and they always have great artists and great musicians there, so I'm glad to be part of the lineup, and I'll be there this Wednesday, day after tomorrow, 8 p.m. Don't miss it. You can get, I think, I just saw that they have some tickets, half price on Gold Star, which is pretty cool. So you have no reason not to be there and come out and support and go home with your heart filled with a lot of good vibes after listening to some great live music and some great musicians. So yeah, I mean, looking forward to it. We rehearsed today, as a matter of fact, and man, it was smoking. So I'm really excited. I
know it always is jumping when you got something popping, man. But I don't know why they got seats in the place, because basically ain't nobody sitting down. When you, I don't even get it. I'm like, look, the big old thing should be a dance floor. Let's start with that. What do you think?
Well, I mean, for this concept, it's more of a Latin jazz concept. For my New York concept, it's Spanish Harlem Orchestra. That's really hardcore dance. Although we play a lot of, jazz festivals, and we play a lot of concert halls, so people can appreciate the music from that perspective as well, because there's a lot of great musicianship happening, and it's kind of a show as well. But inevitably, people said, "Man, I want to dance. I couldn't dance," depending on where we are. But for Catalina's this Wednesday, I think it's more, there's going to be parts of the show that will make you want to get up and dance. But the truth is, it's more for listening, and people enjoying the integrity of the art form of the music, So it's going to be a lot of fun,
Yeah, but so, we're also talking to people, man, that are jazz listeners, let alone Latin jazz and some of the others, that are really starting to turn the corner and really start appreciating, where the origin, the roots, what I'm saying? And you bring out the roots in the music. Every time you hit the stage, you bring in everything that ties the package together. You're one complete package, and I love it. So I want to walk it back a little bit, Oscar. I brought that to say that. And let's talk about some of your earlier days, man. You just didn't jump up, man, and get that piano and just start doing like you're doing. So you give us a little bit of the background behind Oscar.
Well, the truth is, Daryl, people ask me all the time, and I tell everybody that the education that I received in the city of New York when I was brought up in the 70s, playing with all the great musicians I got to play when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, my early 20s, you couldn't buy at the best university. So, I mean, that experience alone it's just invaluable. And I'm so grateful for that, for those times, and for the musicians that I got to, perform with and record with. And I'm one of the few guys that can say they played with Machito, with the great Machito, with Tito Puente, with Celia Cruz, with Ray Barretto, and I could name like another 20 other people, that were part of the scene in those days. So I bring all of that stuff to the table, all that experience with me, all those amazing, times that I had as a young musician. That's what I bring with me, and it's a blessing, man. I feel really grateful to be able to do it at this time in my life and to keep pushing the envelope with it as far as creativity and as far as excellence in music, man. So music is a beautiful thing, and live music is amazing.
Yes.
So I tell people, look, if you're not sure, listen to the records. Listen to the records that I've made. They're all as good as it gets musically. But if you're not sure, even then, or you want some more proof, then come out and listen to it live. Because as good as the records are, and they're great. We've won 3 Grammys. I've won 4 Grammys, so I'm really proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you come hear it live and it's right there in front of your face where you can smell it and taste it and just about touch it, is amazing. So the feedback that I get is pretty awesome, from people at the end of the show. And that's kind of, it's not about the money, because, we make the money and we spend it.
Right.
Me, I spend the money. It's not about the money. It's about those experiences that stay with you and fill your soul and give you the impetus and the inspiration to keep going. So it's a beautiful thing, man.
I love it, man. Now, we're going to, for those that just for the first time, get ready for strapping in, put your helmets on, because we got one of them licks coming at you right now. This is Oscar Hernandez showing up and showing out. So that is just a taste, ladies and gentlemen. And now, you know what? There's not going to be no excuse, because you saw that we said let the flyer stay up all the time so that you can hear the music, feel the flavor, and know where you need to go. On that day, you better have your face displayed, because me and Sharon's going to be looking through the aisles, and if you're not there, you might as well just be standing outside so I can just pop you with one.
That's Wednesday, November 16th at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, that was good. Catalina Jazz Club. Oh, that's tight.
Oscar Hernandez.
Yeah, that's on the corner. For y'all that said they don't know where it's at, that's in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You know what Hollywood is.
Oh, yeah, Sunset.
Yeah, Sunset. You know what I'm saying? Right
Catalina
there.
Jazz Club.
Yes, it is.
I think I might be there.
Yeah, we're going to have our...
I'm gonna be
Hey,
there.
Oscar, I know you're going to be selling tickets left and right, man, out in there, because all the time I turned around, you had, man, no room left at the end. So we're going to claim our tickets early. So just have what me and Sharon's going to get ours. So make sure that you save a couple before you sell all out.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Well, Carolinas is a big place, so it's
Okay.
a really comfortable room to see
Yeah,
music. And,
yeah.
you know, it is a Wednesday, but we expect a good crowd and
Yes.
the people who are fans and followers of the music. And I do have some people who follow me, thank God, you know, who understand that, you know, I have a passion for this music and I have a love, a commitment more than anything else.
Right.
So those people understand that, and they come out and support because, you know, they know it's important, and they, like I said, they want to fill their souls at the end of the evening and go home with, like, you know, their souls filled with some joy in terms of what, you know, tasteful, really good, impactful music is. So I look forward to you guys being there. Darryl, I haven't seen you in a minute. Jesus, I'm looking forward to seeing you and give you a big hug. You know, and everybody, man, come on out and you know, thank you for the you know, props and continued success and blessings to you, my brother, and to, you know, everybody. You know?
Yep, and Sharon, she's a newbie, so she'll get a chance to come out there and enjoy with you, man. Because like I said, it has been a minute, but I'm gonna tell you what. This is not your farewell tour. So, you know what I'm saying? We know you got a lot of more music in you and a lot of more, you know what I'm saying,
No doubt.
shows to do. So, man, we're going to be there for you, man. Let me tell you something. Our house is your house, and you know that.
Well, I appreciate you, Brad.
Man.
Bro, and since the minute I met you and we connected and you told me, you know, what you were doing with music and I told you what I was doing, we kind of developed a nice little friendship and a nice bond, and I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you so much, and I, you know, I know that you have the bug, you know, for music like I do. So it's awesome when you see that in other people and could connect on that level. So thank you, man. I look forward to seeing you and everybody there on Wednesday, day after tomorrow.
Yep.
8 p.m. You know.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be throwing down.
Yeah, so I look forward to that. And like I said, I'm going to pick up one of them CDs so I can bring it in and continue to play it and let the world know what's happening from the house of Oscar Hernandez. Because, you know, you're putting it right, man. You know what I'm saying? From the East Coast to the West Coast, man. You know the best coast.
I want to know if they're going to ever bring the East Coast to the West
Coast.
Coast.
The good thing about that is on any day,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the best of both coasts. 'Cause
That's
both
what I'm
coasts
saying.
Are pretty kick butt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar, do you ever bring the East Coast to the West Coast and join them together?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Spanish Harlem Orchestra was here about 4 months ago. We played at the Plaza, the Cultural Plaza on I can't remember the venue. But we've also played the Hollywood Bowl, and we've played some really nice venues on the West Coast. So we come to the West Coast a lot. Going to Northern California, we were in Seattle at the Jazz Alley for 4 nights, sold out. We did 4 sold out shows at Yoshi's in Oakland. But in LA, last time we were here, we were also at Segerstrom in Costa Mesa.
Mm-hmm.
So the East Coast more comes to the West Coast because it's a bigger band and it's a more known band than my West Coast band, and they've won 3 Grammys. You know, we've won 3 Grammys with that band. So, but yeah, definitely, you know, we were here 4 months ago and hope to get back here real soon.
Man, we look forward to it. And like I said, once Sharon has a bite of the big apple here in LA, she ain't never gonna let the apple go. So, you know, you found yourself another devoted fan.
Well, That's awesome, Sharon. Thank you, and I appreciate the support that you guys bring to the table.
Well, you play beautiful music, so.
Can't thank you enough, and I'm so grateful, man, more than anything.
I love you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, brother.
All right, Oscar.
Yes,
thanks.
sir.
See y'all.
Until
Talk to you
then.
on Wednesday.
See
Yes,
you
sir.
Wednesday. Bye.
Wow, that was deep. That drummer was just putting it in, wasn't he?
You're so silly. I cannot fool with you.
Not the drum, but what do they call the thing? So, you know what? We're glad that you joined us. Thank you very much. And like I say each and every week, put God first, and everything else will follow. I'm D Nice, and this is
Sharon Mackey.
Until next time.
Have a great week.